Hello everyone and welcome back to WARNO. Yes, this video is late and I do apologise for that. However, last week my hard disk drive decided that it was a good time to die, basically. So I spent the week in data recovery mode trying to save as much data as I could, which leads me to my next point. This is the second time today I have had to record this video. Silly me went ahead and produced possibly the best WARNO video yet, which you'll have to take my word for because in my OBS settings I had forgotten to put in screen capture. Rookie mistake, I know. So anyway, today we're looking at the second division that came with the Besiere update, the 5E Division Blindee. Without further delay, let's have a look at what units are available to us with this new division. As always, we start off with Logi with the Puma Kangaroo, which carries 1500 supply with it, 4 units in total. Underneath that one, we have the TRM 2000 Logi truck, which comes with 1750 supply. There's 3 units per card for a total of 6 units. Under them, we have the first of our command units. We have the P4PC. That is a total of 4 units. Below them we have the VAB PC, which is armed with the M2 Browning 50 cal machine gun, 3 units per card for a total of 6. The final thing in Logi, we have the AMX-10 PC, which comes armed with the M693 F1 20mm auto cannon, 3 units in total. Moving on to infantry, we start off with the half-size infantry group known as the Prévoté. They come equipped with the MAT 49 submachine gun and their mode of transport is the P4 Jeep. 12 units in total. Starting off the next row, we have the Chasseur Commandant or Hunter's Commander. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle and their mode of transport is the AMX-10P or the TRM 2000, 3 units per card for a total of 6 units. Next to them we have Escort PC. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle as well, and they come in either the AMX-10P or TRM 2000 for transport. 9 units total. Next to them we have the Chasseurs or Hunters. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle, AAN F1 medium machine gun, and the LRAC F1 anti-tank rocket launcher. They come in either the AMX-10P or the TRM 2000 for transportation. 9 units per card for a total of 27 units. On the next row we have the reservists. They come equipped with the MAT 49 submachine gun, MAS 4956 battle rifle, and the AA52 medium machine gun. They come in the TRM 2000 transportation truck, 12 units in total. Starting off the next row, we have the Sapeurs Commandant, or Sappers. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle, AAN F1 medium machine gun, and they come in either AMX-13 VCI 12.7mm, AMX-13 VCI 20mm, or the TRM 2000 for transport. 3 units total. Next to them we have the Sapeurs, aka Sappers. They come equipped with the MAS 4956 battle rifle, the AAN F1 medium machine gun, or satchel charges. Their mode of transport is either the AMX-13 VCI 12.7mm, AMX-13 VCI 20mm, or the TRM 2000. 9 units per card for a total of 18 units. Next to them we have another Sappers squad. They come equipped with the MAT 49 submachine gun, the AAN F1 medium machine gun, and the LFP 54 flamethrower. They come in either the AMX-13 VCI 12.7mm, AMX-13 VCI 20mm, or the TRM 2000 for transport. 6 units total. On the starting of the next road, we have the Milan squad coming equipped with the Milan ground-to-ground missile system. They come in either the AMX-10P Milan, BAB Milan, or the P4 for transport. 8 units total. Beside them, we have the Milan 2 squad, equipped with the Milan 2 ground-to-ground missile system. They too also come in the AMX-10P Milan, BAB Milan, or the P4 for transport. 6 units in total. Starting off the next row, we have the Grenadier Voltigeur Commandant. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle and come in either the TRM 2000, VAB, or the VAB T20/13 for transport. 3 units per card for a total of 9 units. Beside them, we have the Grenadier Voltigeur, and they come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle, AAN-F1 medium machine gun, or the LRAC F1 anti-tank rocket launcher. Now they come in either the TRM-2000, VAB, or the VAB T20/13 for transport. 9 units per card for a total of 54 units. Next to them we have the Grenadier Voltigeur Appelage. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle, the AAN-F1 medium machine gun, and the Appelage anti-tank rocket launcher. They come in either the TRM-2000, VAB, or the VAB T20/13 for transport. 6 units total. Below them we have the commandos. They come equipped with the SIG 543 assault rifle, the Mini-Me Para light support weapon, and the LRAC F1 anti-tank rocket launcher. They come in either the Super Puma or the TRM-2000 for transport. 6 units total. Below them we have the Group Anti-Char. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle and the Appelage anti-tank rocket launcher. Their mode of transport is either the TRM-2000, BAB Milan, or the VAB T20/13. 6 units total. Moving on to the artillery tab, we start off with the Mortar Squad. They come equipped with the RT-61 120mm mortar, and their mode of transport is either the TRM-2000 or the VAB. 4 units per card for a total of 12 units. Next we have the VAB PM81. This vehicle comes equipped with a MO81 61C 82mm mortar and a AAN-F1 medium machine gun. 3 units per card for a total of 6 units. And finally we have the AMX Oath 1. This comes equipped with the GCT F1 155mm howitzer and the M2 Browning 50 cal machine gun. 2 units per card for a total of 4 units. Starting off with tanks, we don't start off with a tank. We have the P4 Milan, which is the P4 Jeep equipped with the Milan anti-tank missile system. 8 units per card for a total of 16 units. Next we have the AMX-30 EBG. This comes equipped with the M135 142mm tank gun and the AAN-F1 medium machine gun. Don't anticipate going head to head against other main battle tanks and winning with this thing. This is purely for the anti-infantry role. 6 units in total. Below them we have the AMX-30B main battle tank. This comes equipped with the CN105 F1 105mm tank gun, the GRM 621 20mm autocannon, and the AAN-F1 medium machine gun. 12 units total. Below them we start off with the VAB Mephisto, which is equipped with the Hot 2 ground-to-ground missile system. 9 units total. And beside them we have the AMX-10 Hot, coming equipped with the Hot 2 ground-to-ground missile system. 6 units per card for a total of 12 units. Onto the last row, we have the AMX-30B2 PC, our command tank. This comes equipped with the CN105 F1 105mm tank gun, the GRM 621 20mm autocannon, and the AAN-F1 medium machine gun. 2 units per card for a total of 4 units. Moving on to the next tank, we have the AMX-30B2, which has the same armament as the command version, just that it's no longer a commander. There is its 9 units per card for a total of 36 units. And finally we have the AMX-30B2 Brennus. It has the same armaments as its predecessors, but it has a missile protection system aboard, similar to what the Russian tanks have. 6 units total. Moving on to the reconnaissance tab, we start off with the Agleros, aka Pathfinders. They come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle, the AAN-F1 medium machine gun, and the LRAC anti-tank rocket launcher. They come in either the Arlet 3, the BLRA 50, or the P4 for transportation. 8 units per card for a total of 18 units. Onto the next row, we have the VBL Rico, short for reconnaissance. This comes equipped with the M2 Browning 50 cal machine gun, 9 units total. And beside them we have the same vehicle, but this time equipped with the Milan 2 ground-to-ground missile system and the AANF1 medium machine gun. 4 units total. On the next row we have the Outlet 3 reconnaissance helicopter. It has very good optics, speed of 180 km per hour. Moving on to the next row we have the Outlet 3, which sports very good optics, but no armaments at all. 6 units total. Under them we have the AMX-10 VDA. This comes equipped with the AANF1 medium machine gun. These sport very good optics as well. 8 units total. Next we have the VAB Rasid, which is a radar reconnaissance unit. It has exceptional optics, 6 units in total. And on the final row, we have the AMX-10 RC. This comes equipped with the F2 105mm tank gun and the AANF1 medium machine gun, 4 units total. And finally, we have the AMX-10 RC Besiere Blindee. This comes with the exact same armaments as its predecessor, but it has a slightly better armor, 3 units total. Moving on to AA, we have the TRM 2000 Tarask. This comes equipped with the 53 T2 20mm anti-air gun, and don't look too closely, but the gun barrel is actually clipping through the back of the cab of the truck. 9 units total. Below that one we have the Mistral Squad. These guys come equipped with the FAMAS assault rifle and the Mistral surface-to-air missile system. They come in the P4 for transportation. 8 units total. Next we have the AMX-13 DCA. This comes equipped with the HS 831A 30mm anti-air gun, 6 units per card for a total of 12 units. Onto the final row we have the Roland 2, which is a surface-to-air missile system equipped with the Roland 2 electro-optical missiles, 6 units in total. Beside them we have the Roland 3 equipped with the Roland 3 surface-to-air missile, 4 units total. Moving on to helicopters, we have a wider range here to choose from, like whopping 2 helicopters. We start off with the Gazelle Hot. The Gazelle Hot comes with the Hot 1 ground-to-ground missile system and 4th Saklos missiles, 6 units in total. And beside them we have the Gazelle Hot 2, which comes with the Hot 2 ground-to-ground missile system and also 4 Saklos missiles, 4 units per card for a total of 8. Moving on to air, we have the Jaguar Besiere. This comes equipped with the Defa 30 30mm Gatling and the AS-37 Martel anti-rad missile, 3 units in total. Next we have the Mirage 3E. This also comes equipped with the Defa 30 30mm Gatling, R550 Magic infrared missiles, and the R530 SEMAC radar air-to-air missile, 3 units per card for a total of 6 units. Below them we have the Mirage F1C200. This also comes with the Defa 30 30mm Gatling, R550 Magic 2 infrared missiles, and Super 530F SEMAC radar missiles, 3 units per card for a total of 6 units. Below them we have the Mirage 5F Napalm. This also comes equipped with the Defa 30 30mm Gatling, but has 4 250 kg Bidon's special unguided napalm bombs, 2 units total. And beside them we have the Mirage 5F again, with the same Gatling gun, but instead it comes with 4 305 kg BLG-66 Beluga cluster bombs, 2 units in total. Next we have the Jaguar 80GM. It also has the Defa 30 30mm Gatling, but comes with the AS-30L air-to-ground missile, 2 units in total. And finally we have the Jaguar HE, with the same Gatling gun as the others, but this time it has 4 400 kg SAMP T200 HE bombs and 2 R550 Magic 2 infrared missiles, 2 units per card for a total of 4 units. Now normally this is the point in the episode that I will go about making my battle group, but instead I will show you the one that I've already made in the previous recording that didn't record anything but my voice. Okay, so starting off with Logi, I decided to go with the AMX-10 PC. Now the reason why I went for this command unit is, 1, it is equipped with the M693 F1 20mm autocannon, and can I just say, having play tested this before, this is a phenomenal command unit to have in a frontline position. That 20mm just eats up anything that gets thrown at it. Helicopters, infantry, light vehicles, you name it. Devastating. I then picked the Puma Kangaroo. The reason why I picked the Puma Kangaroo is because even though it's only got a supply of 1500, if I'm trying to supply units that are in a zone that is kind of hot to get reinforcements to, especially typical logistic trucks, this thing fits the bill quite nicely. Then I decided to go with 2 units of TRM 2000 Logis for the simple reason 1750 supply, it makes sense. And finally I decided to go with the VAB PC. This I chose because it does have some form of defense, but I think it works perfectly for zones that won't see frontline combat. Moving on to infantry, I decided to go with the Grenadiers or the VAB T2013. The reason why I went with these guys is not only do they have a form of anti-tank, and you should know me by now, I like my units having anti-tank because there's a lot of vehicles in this game that require anti-tank rockets, but also they get the VAB T2013, which has a very devastating 20mm autocannon. Again, having that autocannon in a front line just rips anything to shreds, whether it's infantry, light vehicles, or helicopters. They're gone. And having about 4 or 5 of those in a defensive point is devastating for the enemy, to say the least. You kind of don't need AA, kind of. Again, I went with the Grenadiers with the Epaulettes, same kind of reasoning as the last guys, but just with the bigger anti-tank rocket launcher system, 112mm compared to a 66. I then went with the anti-char group with the VAB Milan. The reason why I went with that is these guys are mostly anti-tank focused, and why not have their supporting vehicle to also be anti-tank? There's just a lot more devastation to be had. I then picked some more Grenadiers to fill out the rest of the ranks, and then I finally brought in the Hunter's Commandant, as I felt there was a need for another form of command unit to hold ground just in case I lost all my vehicles. I chose the AMX 10P to go with them for their transport because 20mm autocannon equals devastation. Moving on to artillery, I only picked the AMX Alpha 1. The reason being is I like my self-propelled guns. I do not like mortars in this game. I think they are useless, and especially if they are in a vehicle. Just my opinion. Take it as you will. In regards to tanks, I first picked the AMX 30B2 Brennus because why not having that extra frontal armor? These things are reasonably deadly. I wouldn't say they are an M1 Abrams, but they do the job, and they do the job well. And as you can possibly see from what I've got here, we've got the AMX 30B2 Brennus, the AMX 30B2, the AMX 30B2 PC, and the reason why I got the PC, again, I felt there was a need for a command unit to hold a point just in case, and I also went with the P4 Milans because more anti-tank equals fun, and it was a cheap unit. Moving on to reconnaissance. For the first time, I have decided to go with a radar unit. Now this, teamed up with the AA that I'm going to show you next, is a deadly combination. It worked extremely well in the game that I recorded earlier. This thing is phenomenal. I highly recommend picking it up. I then went with the AMX 10 RC Surblind. The reason being is why not have an armored car that has armor, and it's considerably a lot more than the other AMX 10 RC, which has almost like no armor. This did okay in the playtest that I did before, but overall it did its job, though I didn't utilize it a lot. Now, I went with the Pathfinders because, and especially in the Owlet 3 helicopter, and the reason being is I felt that I needed a infantry ground unit to push ahead of the main bulk of the infantry if we decide to make a push, which I did in the last game, and these guys did very well. The owlet is to help transport them there a lot faster than whether I use the vehicle, and probably a lot more safer, especially if the enemy we're up against fields a lot of anti-tank. I finally decided to go with the Owlet 3. This helicopter does a very good job at what it does, which is scouting. You just have it sitting not so much on the front line but slightly back, and you can see quite far. Pretty good helicopter for what it is. For its role. Moving on to AA, I decided to go with the Roland 2 because, well, it had the better statistics out of them and the Roland 3. And I always like having the surface-to-air missiles for taking out pesky jets. I then decided to go for the Mistrals for the cheaper early game anti-air units. The AMX-13 DCA is absolutely devastating to enemy helicopters. These things chew up enemy helicopters like they are nothing. It is a phenomenal anti-air vehicle, but the reason why I originally picked this is because it's a cool looking vehicle, and I play World of Tanks and I know what the AMX-13 looks like, and seeing an AMX-13 modified for the anti-air role looked pretty cool, so that's the reason why I originally went for that. But in the game, this thing is devastating. Now for the helicopters, I decided to go with the Gazelle Hot 2, and I decided to pick about 8 of those, just in case. Now, typically in the past, I have had some decent success with anti-tank missile helicopters. Moving on to air, I went for the clusters because clusters are phenomenal, absolutely fantastic. Went for the Jaguar ATGM because if I'm up against enemy division that is quite tank heavy, this will fit the bill quite nicely in taking them out. The Mirage F1C200, the only reason why I picked this to begin with was because we needed some form of anti-air, and as you can see, I actually grabbed it twice because I felt that we may need it. The Jaguar HE, again, sometimes there's always a need for high explosive bombs. And then finally, I went with the Jaguar SIAD for the anti-radar role. But again, I get annoyed with anti-air units, and having one of these come in and shit on the enemy's day, I thought was a good idea. It's always good to have. Anyway, those are the units I've picked. I will see you guys in a live action battle. Alright, we're playing a 2-player game on the 2-player Mount River map. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be deploying the AMX-10 PC, and I'm going to deploy it as far forward as I possibly can, and I'm going to have this move as fast as it can to back here. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to deploy a VAB PC. Now, what the VAB PC is going to do is his sole role in life is to move to that position and not move. I'm also going to grab another VAB PC, and he again is going to move there, and that is his sole role in life. Now I'm going to back him up with infantry, and I'm going to back him up with four of these guys. These guys are going to go to the middle of town, and they're going to deploy. I'm now going to grab another 4. I'm going to grab these 4, and they're going to, as fast as they possibly can. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong ones. No. Just those ones? Yeah. Okay, these guys here are going to here. These guys are bringing over here, and these guys are going to come over here. Now the reason why I made the swap is because these ones are the ones that have the T20 autocannons, and those ones are just in the trucks. And this is going to be a hot zone. How many points we got? Okay, we're going to grab some AA. So we're going to grab 2 of them. You guys are going to go in the middle of town. and unload. Going to grab another 2, and these guys are going to deploy over here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to deploy 2 helicopters, and you're going to move only as far as there, and the owlet here is going to move as far as there. Let's deploy a Milan. Now what the Milan's going to do, he's going to come over here to that position, and I'm going to deploy an AMX-30 B2 over here, and he is going to set up over here in the town watching this road. Right, let's launch battle and see how things turn out. Oh! Drat. Just like that, there goes enemy MI-24. That is why I like these guys. We're going to dissolve this unit. We're going to have 1 grenadier go there. 1 grenadier to go there. 1 grenadier to go there. Alright, we've got T-80B there. So we need to have probably some tanks coming up the middle here. Alright, let's grab a couple of the Brennus. Let's grab the Logi, let's grab the Kangaroo. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some infantry. Let's bring in 4 of these guys, and they're going to deploy down here. Right, let's start bringing in some anti-air units. So we want, first we want a reconnaissance. We want 1 of these down here. AA, 1 of these. And a Roland 2 as soon as we possibly can. So that's in about 39 seconds. Alright, you pull back. Alright, we need to bring in Roland. Oh no, that's not good. Alright, tanks. Listen to the ammunition cook-off. This unit we're also going to dissolve. We're going to push 1 unit there. We're going to have another unit here. You guys are probably going to move down over to there. And you chaps, we're going to move to there. Tanks, let's grab the last 2 of these ones, have them set up down here. Okay, so that's nicely all done. I think what I'm going to do now, as soon as I can... Now we're going to move a air unit here. And 1 of these. So the reason why I'm moving them down here is so that we can move them up and around the flank, get them in behind, protect this area. And the reason why I'm setting them up there, going through there, is so that they don't get hit from anything anti-tank in here. So it's just a safe place to have them. Pull back. Crud. Okay. Tank. Let's bring in another AMX-30B2. So as you can see, the main battle tanks that the French have aren't the best in the world. However, However, they do the job. Right, pull you guys back. Keep pulling back. We're just baiting this tank in so that our grenadiers can take them out. Just like that. And then we bring the outlet back forward. Now these three come around like so. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring in some artillery. No, we're not going to do that just yet. Wait until we get the points. For the next phase is artillery. We're going to set up 2 down here, 2 over here, and they're just going to lob shells wherever is needed, as is when is. There you go, enemy vehicle taken out. And those guys mostly got annihilated because of the GR 20mm system that's on this thing. Now these guys are being engaged from somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them back. There's a tank over there. Now these guys should be in a position to be able to see that. So why can't you see that? What can you see? Nothing. Get in a position so you can actually look down that road, please. And they won't do it. Okay. But now he's got a better... Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these grenadiers go forward there. Bring those ones up to there. Right. Artillery. 2 hit. And another 2 over here. You guys are going to fall back. These guys are nicely healed up. Good work. Alright. These guys fall back. You guys are going in there. I try to do a rotation. I have one guy at the front taking the brunt, those guys in reserve, and those guys covering fire. And that way, once these guys are spent with ammunition or getting low on soldiers, I pull them back to the helicopter, they resupply, and then the next guys take their spot, and then these guys move up, and the guys that are in here move up to that one. Let's bring up some logi, some trucks for here, and here. Watch this helicopter just get absolutely wrecked from all the 20mm and the anti-air at the back there. There you go. That is why I have the T20 VAB T2013s for some of the units, because holding a front line point just devastates helicopters. Didn't catch that very well. Hope next time they push in another helicopter we can watch it a little bit better. Alright, with enough fluffing about, let's keep bringing in a reconnaissance unit. Let's bring in the Pathfinders. Okay. This is what I meant. Look at the hail of fire. And that's just from the AMX-13 DCA and all these vehicles of the 20mm. It's devastating. Mi-24s don't know what hit them. That thing's a flying tank. Alright, these guys are going to unload on this position. Sell the outlet 3. The Pathfinders, we're going to move to that forest. Now we're going to bring in some infantry to back them up. Let's bring in another 4 of these guys. Have them... yeah, have them unload there. Now the only problem with the Pathfinders is they don't hold a lot of ammunition. They only have 180 rounds. So they're very good in a firefight until they run out of ammunition. So they need the backup. And the idea is we're going to push along this forest path here. Push along this forest path here and take out any infantry or what have you. However, because there's a lot of helicopters flying about, I'm probably going to bring in a few units of AA, and they're not going to be vehicles because vehicles are going to get taken out pretty quickly by 2 anti-tank helicopters. So the idea is we're going to sneak some, not only these grenadiers through the forest along with the Pathfinders, but we're also going to sneak in some AA as well. So I'll wait until those guys turn up, and then we'll start making our push through there. Gosh, you'd wonder why they'd keep sending vehicles along this road, wouldn't you? You should have seen the game that I played earlier. There was just a pile of... there was probably about 24 enemy vehicles destroyed in this vicinity alone. And then there was about 6 to a dozen along this part here as well. Alright, these guys are all here. They're all at the start line, so let's unload these guys. Sell them. Get these guys to unload. Sell those. Right. You 2 chaps, move up to there. Ooh. That's illegal. They've got a flamethrower unit up. Well, let's just annihilate them. Artillery, better late than never. Alright, these guys get rotated back because they lost men. You go there. You go there. You go there. Alright, you guys push up there. You guys push up there. And you also push up. Let's bring up a reconnaissance tank. See what we can't find. Let's bring in some Mirage.
Plus de munitions. Aigle 1, je vous reçois.
Damn, lost 2. So there we go, we've encountered something.
Cible devant, prêt à attaquer.
Did we lose? No. There you go, they did because of the artillery. Isn't that brilliant, just having artillery covering your troops as they move forwards ever so slightly? Alright, how are we doing? Okay, we're doing good. These guys are running low on ammunition. Push them up. Push them up. Boom. Just taking out one of the anti-tanks. Alright, you guys need to pull back. Alright, you guys move up. No, 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 no. You there. You there. That was a good hit. Alright, you're spotted, pull back.
En arrière, doucement.
Ça chauffe par ici!
Alright, you guys come up.
Ramassez vos pactages, on y va.
Alright, we're gonna bring in a Logi for these guys. Hopefully it doesn't get blown up. Right, these guys are down to using just their machine gun basically now. Oh! And that's it. So that's that. As you can see, we did pretty well there. I didn't do as good as my first run. In first run I actually managed to get into the enemy cap and take out their command unit, but we did pretty well, and I hope that this game did some justice to show what the 5e division is actually capable of. Now if you have stuck around for this long, stay tuned to the channel as there are some exciting new videos coming shortly. Whilst my PC was down, City Skylines released a new DLC, as well as this week there's an all new DLC for Stellaris, which we will look into. This is on top of our regularly scheduled videos, as I was able to save my recording file. Next week we have Hearts of Iron 4's new DLC as well, so expect that video to drop as well then. For now, I've been your host of Firecat, and until next time, take care.